In this video I will show you a USB 2.0 extension cable and what you can do with it. The idea here, you have one end is the male and the other side is the female, and this is USB 2.0, so it's not the fastest speed, but some devices are USB 2.0, so for those you don't need the fastest speed anyway. The adapter is USB 2.0 AM to AF, A type A, and male to female. And this is the package. This is some generic cable. It's nothing special, just one of the cheap cables available in the local shops. And this is the actual cable inside. Some cables are more well made, some are less well made. This looks like a pretty well made cable. The actual cable is really thick. It has insulation inside it. Inside the USB 2.0 there are only 4 wires. There are 4 connections going from one side to the other. And the extension will make a USB device, USB 2.0 device, like an audio interface. For example, I'm using this cable now to on the audio interface because the cable was too short. I had the too short cable for that. And for any USB 2.0 devices, when you have these kind of things on cables, keep them. And yeah, supposedly it has some kind of gold plating on the contacts. I don't know if that really is like that or if it even matters at all, but it sounds good on the packaging and it looks a bit good, yeah, for the beginning. Probably if you plug it and unplug it to enough times, it will wipe away any coating it has on it. They're for sure not solid gold. That's the female side, and the cable itself, it has some fancy writing on it. Cable expert. I've seen this. They have a few cables. I think they're pretty good. It's not a sponsored video. They're not expensive, these cables. Maybe some of them might be more expensive than the others, but the thickness of the cable is pretty good. This is my recorder. I wanted to show you why I wanted this USB 2.0 extension cable. One of the reasons, you could use it for a printer which doesn't need high speed. You could use it for audio interfaces or really any webcam that doesn't have super fast quality. And yeah, a bit of sand on this recorder. It's seen a bit of sand. It's very good. I mean, the recorder is great, but if you want to keep it always mounted on a tripod, it's a bit of a problem because the way to extract the files from it, it's either a micro SD, which I don't use, but it has the internal memory, and the internal memory, that's the tripod mount. So I wanted to have it always on the tripod and be able to connect it to the computer and watch what's happening. It's pretty cool, actually. It has a USB port built into it. It's nice if you have it in your hand free, but if it's on the tripod, it's not a great idea like this. It would have been better if it had a port to plug in a USB-C port, for example. But okay, maybe the next version. Now I use the USB 2.0 extension because this recorder doesn't have very fast transfer speeds anyway. It has this ferrite core, which I don't know if it really does anything, but it looks good. It could be annoying to make the cable difficult to go route through some tubing or paths for cables, but okay. So I plug it into the USB 2.0 keyboard. My keyboard there is also 2.0, and it's connecting. So now the USB flash drive. This is a USB 3.1 flash drive. So the thing about USB 2 and USB 3, a USB 3 device or 3.1 will work on USB 2. They are backwards compatible, and that's really nice. And this is a live demonstration. I plug it in, you see the files. I unplug it, they go away. Yeah, it's working also with the recorder. So now I can bring the tripod next to the computer and plug it in without removing it from the tripod. It's pretty easy. It's not a generic use, but for printers, for example, it's very useful. You can also make one from a DIY. You can make a cable yourself. But I realized they're so cheap. It's not really worth it to make the cable. You can just pay a few dollars, a few euro, and you have it. It's nothing really special, but it's always good to have one extra just in case if you need a device that doesn't reach something somewhere. And it makes things much easier. A lot of times, either a webcam, you want to install a webcam and you don't have a USB port, or any device. Thanks for watching.